How did the Industrial Revolution cause social unrest in Europe? Imagine a time when everything was changing faster than anyone could keep up with. That's what Europe faced during the Industrial Revolution. It was a period of huge shifts in how people worked, lived, and thought about society. These changes didn't happen quietly. They caused a lot of tension and even protests across the continent. The main reason for this unrest was how the economy transformed. Europe moved from farming and handmade crafts to factory-based production. This meant many people left their farms to work in cities. But these new factories often paid very low wages and made workers endure long hours. Some worked 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. The work was dangerous too, with little safety measures. Women and children were often the most affected because they were paid even less and worked in unsafe conditions. At the same time, cities grew rapidly. People flooded into urban areas looking for jobs, but the housing couldn't keep up. Overcrowded neighborhoods became dirty and unhealthy. Poor families lived in cramped, unsanitary conditions, and diseases spread easily. Wealthier middle-class families moved away from these areas, which made social divisions even sharper. The poor had little support from the government, which made their situation worse. Many faced poverty and felt ignored by those in power. This created a lot of frustration. Workers felt they were being exploited and had no say in how they were treated. They started to organize strikes and protests to demand better wages and safer working conditions. Ideas like socialism and communism grew as people looked for ways to change the unfair system. These ideas argued that workers should have more control and that wealth should be shared more equally. Factory owners, on the other hand, wanted to keep costs low and profits high. They often saw workers as replaceable parts of their machines. This deepened the conflict between the rich factory owners and the working class. Karl Marx, a famous thinker, explained that capitalism naturally created this kind of class struggle. In the end, the Industrial Revolution in Europe caused social unrest because it created a big gap between the rich and the poor. Workers faced harsh conditions, limited political power, and little hope for change. All these factors led to protests, strikes, and the rise of movements fighting for social and economic reforms.